I'm Kuehl Pederson, running for the Washington State Senate, District 19. In an earlier video, I mentioned the interconnection between your power bill and Northwest fisheries. Let me explain. I spent 20 years as a fish biologist, and for much of that time I was involved with fish passage studies at dams. Then I worked my way up in the energy industry and eventually served as power manager at Grays Harbor PUD. I've been interested in the Pacific Northwest conflict between dams and fish during my entire career. It's safe to say I have a few clues about energy. While I was at Grays Harbor PUD, the voters of Washington State approved I-937, an initiative aimed at increasing the amount of renewable energy at all electric utilities. It sounded like a great idea at the time, but here's what it required. I-937 specified 3% renewable energy by 2012, 9% by 2016, and 15% by 2020. It's turning into a disaster, and here's how. I-937 specifically excluded hydropower from the renewable category. This is confusing because not only is hydropower essentially renewable, it is also a cheap way to generate power. By comparison, wind and solar are incredibly expensive to build, and maintenance costs are through the roof. Then you add in two key negative factors. Number one, wind and solar don't always provide electricity when needed. And number two, no affordable energy storage is available in large quantities. The end result? You have an energy source that is a money pit, which explains your rising power bills. Here's something else important to know about hydropower. Besides being the cheapest and most reliable energy source we have, the entire nation is envious of our hydropower system. It provides over 70% of all our Northwest power. It is very clean, and the fuel, water, is not only free, but it gets used again and again in a coordinated fashion at every dam from Canada to the mouth of the Columbia River. Concerns about fish passage at the dams is what led to hydropower being excluded from the list of renewable energy sources in I-937. Yet, for 50 years now, the Army Corps of Engineers and Bonneville Power Administration have been improving fish passage at the federal dams on the Columbia and Snake Rivers, and salmon runs are slowly but steadily improving. Here's the bottom line. The exclusion of hydropower from renewable energy under I-937 is not workable. I-937 needs to be modified to include at least a portion of our hydropower in order to keep your electricity bill affordable. If this doesn't happen, expect your power bill to continue going up. As your senator, I will work hard to get hydropower back on the list of renewable energy sources and modify I-937. I also have ideas for improving fish populations, which have been mismanaged for decades, something that is completely neglected in I-937. We can't ignore this because declining fish populations are at the heart of this discussion about increasing power bills. Watch my next video for more information. I'm Kuehl Pederson. Thanks for listening.